This is a really important message for you guys. Divine Masculine is literally at wit's end because your person, they know that you have options, and they know for some of you, you've decided to move on and just let go of this connection. And it's something that they cannot stand. They want to come in with some sort of promise of commitment, something that they had offered you in the past, and they did not follow through with this commitment. You could be an earth sign, or you could be dealing with one. Your divine masculine could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But during the pre-shuffle, this flew out along with another card, and it said that you had new options. So your person overall just knows a sense in them that they may have offered or talked about commitment in the past, but it's something they never truly committed to. And they know now that you're deciding not to wait. For a lot of you, you've decided that you want more from this connection, from your person. And so they're at a point in their lives where they know if they don't offer you something solid, you're going to walk away from them. Look at that. And they feel like they're losing you. Justice in reverse. This person feels like 111 on the reading. They have let you down, and now they've been facing some sort of karma. So whether your divine masculine's going through some sort of financial struggles or difficulty, for others of you, they're just facing the heartbreak through everything that they had put you through previously. And so your person is really talking to someone close to them about, offering you this great change when it comes to a solid relationship. So let's shuffle and see what cards come out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and drop a like to the video if you're ready to literally receive this commitment from your person. And for others of you, you're going to be walking away and receiving it from someone else. You could be dealing with a Leo as well. This person feels like they've had to have immense strength when it comes to this connection. You have opened up your masculine to so many new ways to look at life. And the biggest way that you've done this is just showing them that true unconditional love, no matter how far they run away from it, it cannot be replaced. And your person knows you're irreplaceable. For some of you, this person could have reached out recently. You could have not believed them. It could have been almost like water under the bridge is what I'm hearing. So if you did deny access to you from your person, through this person reaching out to apologize in some sense, the Hangman in reverse, they feel at a loss for words. They know that it's not over between the two of you, but they also know you have options. And notice how there's two masculines on this card. So it's like you could have two other people that are interested in you, and your person could be aware of this. Whether or not you've told them this or not, your person keeps tabs on you. Look at that, the Emperor in reverse. So your person's feeling completely upside down. You could be dealing with a wealthy businessman or someone who has their own entrepreneurship. And essentially this person usually feels like they have it all together. They're not the ones to chase after another. Whoa. But they view you as the star, you guys. They know that you're the one person who lights up their world, divine feminine. And they see you as like the highlight in their life. And so however long you two have been separated, they know that they need to come in and balance this situation. Temperance in reverse. They know and taken from you time after time and left you feeling stagnant. For some of you, if you were experiencing a circle of karmic cycles, it's because you were dealing with your masculine's betrayals. And so this is all coming to an end. For a lot of you, you walked away from this person because you had enough of being backstabbed and betrayed and left for third parties, or just feeling like this person refused to give you the commitment that you deserve. And they know that. They feel the sense of a lack of passion on your end. They feel like you're really cold and detached from them as well. You could be dealing with a fire sign in specific, or you could be the fire sign that's really detaching from this situation. Look at that. But you're masculine. It's like they burn for you. Like they're on fire when it comes to you. And no matter who else they meet, they don't feel the same level of attraction. They don't feel the same level of pure intentions coming within their heart that you've always shown them. They know you're such a good-natured person and that you love truly unconditionally. Wow, Ace of Wands in reverse. Look at this. So the passion's been blocked between you guys. So when they reached out recently, if they haven't, they're about to. This person could have really just felt like you're cold, you're detached, and you're just not looking for the same thing that you once were from them. They feel like they know that they've betrayed you so many times that if they don't come in with a solid offer, they're going to lose you for good this time. And so this is where they stand. Now, some of you, you could have not told them you have options, but this person knows you have many options. Whether they admit it or not, they know that you got a lot of people interested in you. Wow, 8 of Wands. And they know they got to step it up. They got to give you the love that you deserve, the same way that you've always forgiven anything that they've put you through. You've always managed to take this person back. And for a lot of you, you always pictured your life to be with this person until they ultimately betrayed you. So in the past, this person definitely could have been involved with a third party. If this is someone you have kids with, they really tried to block you from moving on with someone else because they wanted to make this family work. But at the same time, they never actually stepped up and gave you that commitment you deserved. They just tried to block you from moving on. Look at all the wand energy. You're definitely dealing with a fire sign. And for a lot of you, you could be that fire sign. This person watches your social media. If they know where you live or you work, they definitely go by your house to see if there's anyone else that's been there. It's something they'd never tell you, but your person ultimately fears you moving on and just letting go of this connection. They could have done something to really disappoint you in the past as well, whether they withheld a truth from you. For others of you, they promised things that they never followed through on. And for a lot of you, you know there was another person involved, and this person still isn't admitting it. So however that resonates with you, loves, this person is in hangman mode. So that means all their blessings, their karma have briefly been put on hold because they haven't been honest with you about where they stand. So it says your angels are guiding this union. This love is being protected and guided by divine at this time. So just focus on the connection and realize it is true love. Regardless of what this person's put you through, their heart is in a good place. But it's like through these lessons of betrayal and non-commitment, they've learned to really grow as a person as well. You've had this like amazing effect on your masculine in a sense that you've really taught them how to be the best version of themselves. Especially with how much they've seen you struggle. They really know that it's like if they don't choose to step up into their divine energy and give you the same reciprocation back, they're going to lose you for good. For a lot of you, you really have this ability to make your masculine smile no matter what you're going through or they're going through. Like they could be having the worst day ever, but once they get in your presence, it changes everything. They feel like they're able to just like let go and forget about all of life's worries. And when you two aren't together, your masculine goes right back to that dark space of knowing that they could have lost you for good. Now, for some of you, because you've chose to be strong in this connection, and mostly importantly within yourself, you're going to have a new offer of love coming in. But this person is going to come towards you because they sense it. For a lot of you, this is your twin flame. This is your other half. And so when you energetically pull away from this person, they feel it. Come on, get down. So I'm not sure if you heard that, but there was a whining from my cat, and it's literally what it's about. Your person is going to like beg for you to stay with them. Ultimately, they know that if they don't step it up, something really is going to happen that's going to separate you two for the end. Now, this person really loves your eyes. They find that you have such a beautiful coloring to your eyes. So you could be someone who has blue eyes, you could have brown eyes or hazel eyes, but something about you really stands out. Now, how this person's going to approach you initially is they're going to say, can we at least have closure? Can we talk about everything from the past? But for a lot of you, this person still isn't willing to admit to everything they've done to you. I just get this overwhelming sense they're trying to sweep it under the rug because they know if you knew the whole truth of what they've done to you, you wouldn't stay with them. So they keep trying to paint some sort of illusion or, like lead you down the other path of not believing what you know to be true. And especially this goes with a third party. Now, you could have a third party that's kind of been interfering in your connection for a long time. This karmic person was interested in your masculine because they saw that the connection that you two shared was an absolutely beautiful one. But what they don't realize is that they didn't share that same connection with your masculine. So no matter how hard they tried to take your masculine from you, no matter how hard they tried to portray the energy of you, divine feminine, it never turned out the same. And so this karmic person has been almost attaching themselves to you and your person's connection. And this is what's caused you ultimately to walk away. Now, your person wants to come in with some sort of engagement. Wow, below that, we've got the twin flames. Your person knows this is true love. If they had a chance to date others upon this breakup or this separation, they know like no one does it like you. No one puts it down like you. No one makes them feel as at home as you do. And they don't have as much attraction towards anyone else. And this is what really separates you from the rest of the competition. So if you ever wonder, when you're in no contact with your masculine, are they realizing how deep this connection goes? Absolutely. But it took for them to lose you or to experience some sort of separation from you to realize the magnitude of how important this connection really is to them. So new love, this is it. And so your masculine, your DM feels this right now. They feel energetically someone else is interested in you, around you. For others of you, this new person has really been entering your life and trying to step forward in a way that your other masculine didn't. And so your person is feeling the regret. They're feeling the lack of love that they once gave you being bounced and reflected right back on them. They could really feel like you're not the same person you once were when you two initially started dating. Wow, you guys, that's so special. So for some of you, you've lost someone and this person is approving of this connection. Not only that, but they're thinking of you. It's like whatever you've been through, they want you to know that they're always supporting you regardless of what path you go down. And you could feel really alone after dealing with some sort of loss or separation. And this is kind of a message from that person just letting you know that they're always with you in spirit. Now, a lot of you as well, you could have had plans in the past to marry this divine masculine and things never worked out. As soon as it came to them offering you that solid commitment, they chose to run from the connection. And so with new love here, it's like your person specifically knows because they let you down in the past, you may reject this offer. You may choose to start over with someone new. And so I feel like they're pulling out all the stops when it comes to you. This person is going to do things that they once would have never even considered themselves doing. So whether that be, just being overly supportive, being the person to set the date plans. For others of you, it's going to be that commitment that you've always wanted. Confirmation incoming, look at that. Because they know if they don't give you that solid commitment you deserve, you're going to go towards someone who will. Wow, you guys. So it says, I denied my feelings for you and ultimately it hurt both of us. I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry I let us down. And so at first when your person tried to run from this connection, they didn't feel how much they truly hurt you because they ran from it. This person could have chose to drink or to overindulge in working a lot. For others of you, they chose to spend a lot of time with their friends. Really just like low vibrational toxic behaviors, anything they could to distract themselves from the pain they were feeling after breaking your heart. Because ultimately, this person is so connected to you energetically that it broke their own heart as well. And they just didn't allow themselves to feel that deeply. Now, since you've pulled away from this person, they know that they don't want to see you with anyone else. Look at that. So beautiful. I want to heal your heart like you healed mine. And this is where your person stands. They know that you two are meant to have that life together, have that happy home, take those vacations together. For some of you, if you don't have children already with this person, they want to build a family with you. They don't see that with anyone else. And you could have been dealing with a bachelor, someone who previously never saw that with anyone because they felt so jaded in love. They felt like they didn't have that in them to offer a solid commitment to someone. Now, it's either that they grew up in a household where they didn't experience true love. They saw like a fighting family. And for others of you, they just didn't feel like love was for them. They were more focused on their own careers, their own endeavors. And especially if this is someone who has their own business or has a big mindset. This person has always been focused on material gain in the past. And your divine masculine feels like with you, they can have it all. They can have that success and they can have that person that really treats them better than anyone else. They know that within this connection, that you give them more love than any other person has ever shown them. And so the more they pull away from you, the more they're drawn back to you, collective. Divine Feminine, they know that their heart is yours. Look at that. I tell others we're still together. So if you found you've had inconsistency when it comes to dating, and you guys have a group of mutual friends, or some of you I'm hearing co-workers, for others of you, you've just lived in the same city or the same town for a long time. You guys know the same people. This person goes around and telling people that both used to know you in this connection, that you're still together. And why they do it is because if they acted like you weren't, they know that someone else would have taken your heart a long time ago. That's what they fear anyway. Because see, what they don't realize is for a lot of them, you have these same deep feelings that they do, and you're just tired of being let down. You're tired of empty promises. And most importantly, you're tired of betrayals and them running from this true love. It says, I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. Are you? So there you go. Your person is planning something big, you guys. And that's funny because that was the card that came out in the pre-shuffle. I always take one card out in pre-shuffle in order to have that thumbnail, right, for you guys to be drawn to energetically. Because if you're drawn to the reading due to the title, due to the energy that's based on the card, you know that there's a reason why you're watching this reading. There's a message here for you. And so for a lot of you, it's because your person is going to offer this real commitment that you always deserved in the past, and they just weren't willing to bring in that offer. They didn't feel like they had enough to offer you. So for some of you, if this person is a business owner, it's like they wanted to achieve so much in the bank. They wanted to have a house, or they wanted to have some sort of social status before they committed to you. But the fear within that is you've also been someone who could have really been with this person before they had any status, before they had any financial independence even. This person could have started, working a close to minimum wage job, or been in school when you guys initially got together. And you've seen this person grow. For a lot of you, this connection's been ongoing 3 to 8 years. A lot of you have known this masculine or been dealing with this masculine 3 to 8 years. And for those that have been experiencing this connection from 5 to 8 years, you're at that wit's end. Because you feel like if this person wanted to offer you that long-lasting commitment, they would have by now. And so a lot of you, as much as it's painful, you've chosen to walk away just because you want more for yourself in this connection. And where you stand now, your person really feels that vibe from you. They know that if they don't make things right, they are going to lose you. Aw, it says, I want to spoil you because you deserve it. Now, for a lot of you, this is why this masculine held off. They know you're a divine feminine. They know that there's no one like you. It's like the way you look, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself around others, the way you treat others. That's what inspires them most to want to give to this connection. And they want to spoil you because they know in the past they could have really made a lot of empty promises that they didn't follow through on. Now, for some of you, Spirit wants me to deliver a message they've been saving for a long time for this engagement. They know you deserve a nice ring. They know you deserve either to go on a vacation and be engaged to, then proposed to, or for others of you, they've been involving family and friends. And they want to make sure that you energetically are open to receiving this offer. A thing your masculine faces is they have a lot of insecurities. They may not come across as that because of who they are and the way that they carry themselves to the rest of the world, but you are that one person who makes them feel small in the best way, because they know that they were lucky enough to meet someone like you. And they know that they haven't treated you the best in the past. And they know that moving forward, if they don't give you the love that you deserve, because a lot of you have grown to love yourselves so much that they know you aren't going to accept the bare minimum from your masculine anymore. When you first started dating this divine masculine, you could have accepted bare minimum from them. And so they got into a pattern of thinking that was okay. And then when the relationship ended or went on a standstill between you two, they started realizing through other connections, through this third party that they may have been dealing with, that other women were not willing to accept the bare minimum. Other women wanted more from your DM. Other partners chose to ask for material gain or some sort of status from them. They just didn't have the same heart that you did. And this is what truly connected your masculine to you. Now, today is October 2nd, 2022. This, of course, is going to be a timeless reading from when you see it, but notice 222. There's a lot of twos there, and we do have the twin flame card out there. This is your person. They want to come in soon with this offer of commitment. For a lot of you, it's going to be before the end of the year. Before the end of the year, 2022. Couple of weeks, couple of months, this person wants to bring that in. Only take it if you know it resonates with you. If you know that you and your person are at that point in your lives where you're both ready to commit to each other, regardless of how things look on the outside. If you know that you and your person have been through a lot of karmic cycles and you have accepted things you shouldn't have accepted from this person, do not go back to this person, right? At your own judgment. But if you know that this person has really changed and showed you that they're willing to put in the effort to be the person that you need in a commitment, this reading is for you because they're ready to really show you that. So you could be surprised. This person could be reaching out to you, asking to take you somewhere out of the normal. They want to surprise you. They want to be able to spoil you. They want to be able to really support you and show how much you're loved. Wow. So it says, I didn't think you'd actually leave. So for a lot of you, you have walked away from this person based on their past actions. They never expected that. They always thought you would be there for them and you would put up with it. And for a lot of you, that was what really awoken something inside of your person when you chose to stop accepting that bare minimum from them. They could be telling you one thing, but you can read your person so well that if your masculine was lying to you or they were giving off energy that they were involved with someone else, you knew in your heart, regardless of what was coming out of their mouth. And so for a lot of you, if this person called and said, hey, listen, I want to make things right, 2222 on the live, I want to be able to really amend our relationship, but you felt someone else's energy on them, for a lot of you, you said straight up no. And not because you don't love them, not because you didn't want to make it work, not because you didn't realize this is your person, but you knew they weren't ready yet. And for a lot of you, by walking away, creating that tower moment within your person, that is what's really allowed them to see that they needed to change and give you the commitment that you deserve, not just talk about it. So for a lot of you, I feel like your person always said the right thing, but when it came to their actions, they didn't always match up. And this could have been a huge indication for you guys that it was time to walk away from this person. Now, for a lot of you, if you have been dating anyone new or you've kind of pulled back your energy, they feel it. They know that they don't fully have your heart anymore, and now they're going to work towards making things right between you. And like I said, if they know you have more than one other option interested in you, they know they have to do something to stand out amongst the rest. I don't want to say competition, but that's how your divine masculine views it as. It's definitely a masculine sense, and it's compare it to, in the wild. When mammals or say even lions, they choose, wow, one of you is definitely dealing with the Leo. When they choose someone to be with, the feminine, they kind of fight each other. They go after each other for that person. So I don't see your masculine getting into any fights, but I think they know that they have to step up and show you why they're the better option. And so for a lot of you, they know it's got to be with an engagement, some sort of real-term commitment, because whoever else you've met may have shown you that you really, truly deserve the best. So they feel like they've lost you for good this time. They could be discussing with their family or friends, how can they really make you want to stay with them? Yeah, for a lot of you, your person is a business owner. It says, let me show you off more. So your person could be asking, if you guys could take pictures together, or for others of you, maybe in the past when it came to social media and stuff, they really wanted to hide you. And it wasn't because they didn't love you and want to commit to you, but this person wanted to keep their options open. And you could have sensed that energy on them. In the past, your divine masculine had yet to realize how much you meant to them the same way you felt that instant connection. They were almost always searching to see if anyone else would ever compare to you. But through this separation is when they really realize that there is no comparing a divine feminine to anyone else. Once you meet that person you click with, that's who it's willing to make work with. And so for a lot of you, this person wants to show you off now, where in the past they could have kind of not hid the connection, but they weren't as boastful about who you were to them. And a lot of their friends could see them as that single bachelor, that person who has stability going for them, who's good looking. For a lot of you, your masculine's really extremely good looking and charismatic. And so that is what draws people into them, and they know they have that natural charm. I definitely feel like some of you are dealing with a Leo or a fire sign, because we have a lot of fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Now, this person in specific, like I said, they could have felt maybe you always showed them off. You were proud to be with them. And so they held back that part of them. And they allowed others to step in to see, they kind of did the comparison themselves. Was there anyone else that could step up to the plate and give them that same love, that same unconditional deep love that you did? But upon you pulling your energy back, they quickly realize your love cannot be replaced. And so now, Divine Feminine, if you pull back from this person, you are doing the right thing, because they want to be able to show you off. They want to be able to give you that deep love that you once always tried to show them and felt like you never got it back. Now, they did love you that deeply as well, but your person always had this way of kind of holding their cards close to their chest and essentially holding their emotions back from you. So this is sticking out to me here, this love letter. So we're going to read it because it came through when I was just shuffling and I see it standing out there. It says, I haven't even revealed the depths of my emotions to you, and already I feel like I'm swimming in them. You have captivated my heart in a way that no one truly ever has before. Literally, this is how your person feels. I have a deep knowing and understanding now of what this connection truly is. And notice the keyword in all of this is I have a deep understanding now, because they didn't at first. When they first met you, they knew there was something special about you. But possibly as well, your person could have been a little bit more inexperienced when it came to dating, because they realized their worth. As a divine masculine, they didn't freely date and give their energy out to others. Your person had a tendency to really focus on their business, on their career, and to hold back from others because they knew that they were a special person. But the thing is, it came across to others as a bachelor, right? As someone who's non-committal, as someone who isn't looking to settle down. And so when they met you, they really felt like, wow, like there's something special about this person, and the love you guys could have shared. It could have possibly been as well, very much so from the start, a very physical connection, and it grew into much more than that. They view you to be not only someone they're extremely attracted and drawn to, but they also view you to be like a best friend. This person wants to be able to share everything with you, all their deepest, darkest secrets or their past, things about their insecurities that they've never wanted to share with anyone else, things they've always held close to their chest. But you have this ability to break down those emotional walls, and possibly too, upon the separation between you guys or them being involved with other people, they realized that no one else was able to pull those deep emotions out of them the way that you are. And they love it. They love that about you. They're just not telling you that. So when your person comes in with this offer of commitment, they may show you a side of them you've never seen before. This like deep, deep love and this like deep understanding that, yes, they may always have options or someone else that's interested in them, but it's you where their heart belongs. They want to be able to build with you as well. For a lot of you, this person runs from their emotions. So it's like every connection they've been in gets to a certain level and then they back out. They pull away. They pull their love and their emotions away because they have this rejection fear of getting hurt. And a lot of people don't know this about your masculine because of the way that they come across as so confident to the rest of the world. But when they're with you, they bring out this vulnerable side that you don't know how to explain, but it's just a deep understanding that that's who they truly are within. You almost have this ability too to make them be in this like childlike nature. You know, it's like when you're younger, right? You don't put up a shield to others. You don't allow your hurts and your pain and your trauma to affect the way that you handle others, the way that you communicate with them, the way that you commit to them, and most importantly, the way that you handle meeting new people and new situations. Because the more in life sometimes that we've been through, before that divine awakening, you can really allow yourself to hurt others by projecting fears onto them. And so your masculine did that 9 out of 10 times. But it was with you, that final time, when they met you, that they knew they didn't want to be that person anymore. But they could have ran from this. For a lot of you, they really didn't commit. They made a promise of it, and then boom, just the next minute they would be gone. You could have had a lack of communication from this person. But whenever you two are within each other's energy, you know that the love is real. And there's just this indescribable feeling between the two of you of an overwhelming sense of peace and understanding within each other. And this is what this connection does for your person. They could have the worst day, but as soon as they look into your eyes or you give them that smile, you could joke around with your person a lot as well. It really just releases any negative feelings of doubt, of detachment, and for a lot of you, a fear of losing you. Now, by you walking away, they had this fear come to reality. This won't resonate for all of you. Some of you could just be experiencing a stagnancy between you, but others of you, you truly went through a separation, an ending of some sort. And it was because of them holding back their emotions that they once so freely shared with you. It wasn't because they dwindled or they disappeared. It was because this person felt like the more that your divine masculine was giving to the connection, the more they knew they had a fear of being rejected, of being hurt. And now the thought of losing you for good, that's what's really overcome this entirety of the situation, because they realize, and this is beautiful. This is their lesson to learn, you guys, was just that no matter what fears or doubts you may have within a connection, when you find that person you truly love, you hold on to them no matter what. And you trust that that person is going to hold on and give you that same love back. And you, Divine Feminine, have always done that for this person. That's one thing they know is a sure thing. No matter what you put them through, or they've put you through, and no matter how many times you two may have walked away from each other, they know that their heart is safe with you. And so that's really beautiful, you guys, because they could have dated someone else as well in the separation. For some of you, there was a third party. This person did not have the emotional capacity to love the same way that you did. And they found that out pretty quickly. But they had this fear of committing to you. So they could have, seen these qualities in this other person thinking, oh, well, that's my person over there. And as soon as they left your connection, realizing that that's not where they were meant to be. It says, I miss the sound of your voice. So you have this ability to soothe your person just by even spending time on the phone together. Or if you communicate a lot when you're together, you could have these deep, intense conversations. I feel like for a lot of you, your person has told you things about themselves that you may question if they really have, but like Spirit's confirming, they haven't told those things to anyone else. They could really talk to you about their deepest fears and insecurities, their past, and most importantly, their future. And you could question, based on your person's actions, is your divine masculine really being truthful with wanting to spend their life with you? Absolutely. Only take it if it resonates, you guys. If you know that's not your story, please don't make it fit. Look at that. There's the confirmation. So for some of you, yeah, they started talking to people outside of the connection, and they're sorry for that. They're confused as to where to go next. Now, this is initially where you guys started pulling back your energy because you could feel others lingering in their aura field. Your masculine is a prize catch. Whoever they meet, they're drawn to them automatically. A lot of people are. And it's like you could be the same way as a feminine. You both always will have a lot of suitors or people interested in you. You'll both always have options. But it's realizing within each other that you are both the best option for each other. That's what your person really had to figure out. Now, this is beautiful because when it comes to the connection, Divine just wants you to focus on remembering to be grateful. Be grateful for all the positive, beautiful memories you once shared with this person. And most importantly, this message is a reminder that your story's not over yet. You two still have a lot of beautiful memories to build together in the future. And so don't allow fear to stop either of you from taking this next step forward. Because some of you may be really freaked out if this person comes in with this commitment based on them kind of choosing a third party in the past or letting you down in a sense. But your person just had lessons to learn. And this reading really is a confirmation that even if you two weren't speaking, they never let go of you. And they always held on to that hope of the two of you one day being able to create that stable, happy home together. Now, when it comes to this surprise engagement, we're going to do a little spread and see what messages come out for you guys. Let's see if we can get some time zones, some little further expanding on how your person's feeling when it comes to that. Definitely leave a comment in the chat if you feel like this resonates with you guys. Knight of Swords. So for some of you, this is an air sign you're dealing with, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, it just really speaks about the truth. So your person really wants to come in with this hard-headed truth that there is no one else that does it like you. And so this may be overwhelming. This may be a lot for you to take in. A lot of you may have a hard time believing that because of what they put you through. And you don't want to be blindfolded again. You don't want to be betrayed or backstabbed or feel like you don't know all of the story. Just realize that something within your person has awoken recently. Four of Wands in reverse. There is no competition. There is no one that makes them as incredibly, wow, Spirit wants me to say feel alive as you do. Like you've really brought out the best in this person. You've really shown them that no matter what they're going through, if they're with you, they know they'll be able to get over it. They'll be able to overcome it. And if the two of you aren't together, they really feel like they're going to have a lot more burdens and challenges in their life because they're lacking that deep love. So look at this. Six of Swords in reverse. Your person does not want a new beginning elsewhere. They want to keep growing on the connection that the two of you share. And it's really just going to be up to you if you're ready and willing to accept this person back into your life. If you're willing to overcome those obstacles together. And you know, no relationship is perfect. But knowing when you have a good thing, we've got double aces here. It's worth holding on to when you find that person. And that's what a lot of you always felt in the beginning, but it was your masculine that had to learn that same feeling from this relationship. And they could have just been a little bit slower to feel that emotion that you always felt. Now, if you've held back from this person, if you've pulled back physically, emotionally, they feel that energetically, and they're really wanting to bring that side back out of you. The Hermit here, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could be just really like focused on your home life at this current moment, not giving the same reciprocation to them you once did. In the past, you could have been someone who was like, if your masculine said jump, you were already there. But now they could really see that you've kind of got this protection around you. You're keeping yourself guarded from getting hurt again. And so your person wants to come in with this offer of engagement. For others of you, they want to merge homes together, definitely with the Hermit in reverse. This person could want to move in with you, or if you guys live together and then you separated, they really want to come back together. So take that how it resonates because it'll be different for each of you. Look at that. Your person has a deep, overwhelming sense of passion for you. No one gets them going or like, you know, as affectionate, I would say. If you notice your person's really hands-on, like they love to hold hands, they love to show you off in public. They love to give you displays of affection, whether it's just the two of you or it's publicly. It's not for show. Spirit's just saying they genuinely just love you so much. Like they feel like you bring out the best side of them. And so when this person offers this surprise engagement or this sign of a commitment for you guys moving forward, that's what they're going to say. They've been out there, they've been single or they've dated other people. Maybe you have too, but there's no one that makes them feel the way that you do. And it's because Divine Feminine, you just have this ability to bring out this deep, unconditional love within others. And it's through the way that you love yourself and through the way that you nurture not only this relationship, but all relationships around you. Your person knows you're someone who's very giving when it comes to family, when it comes to those in your closest circle. And your person knows too, if you don't have children with this person or you're not a mother, they know that you're going to be such a nurturing and giving mother. But for a lot of you, you could have a child with this person already. So this could have been it too. If you've been dealing with this person for a number of years and they never committed to you, this could be the frustration as to why you wanted to walk away, because you wanted to find someone who would not only love you unconditionally, but would love and accept your child. And so if that's your story, your person fears that. They don't want anyone else being around you or this child. They want to be the person to nurture and take care of you both. For some of you, I'm hearing you have 2 or 3 kids. They want to step up and play that role of the parent. It depends how it resonates for you. So take it how it resonates, you guys. I like to really expand upon this. So, I know there's viewers that watch that have not had a family yet. And there are viewers that you've already started a family with this person and it's just never been a commitment. This storyline's really just going 2 ways right now. Now, for a lot of you, though, this person has never committed before. It's never been like you've been married or engaged before. And this is something what they always kind of ran away from. 4 of Cups. Your person had this idea that they could find you easily within others. And so that's the interesting part about this connection is until they figured out for sure that there was no one else that compared to the love that you gave them, they so easily believed that others existed like you out there. But that's the thing with a true twin flame union. There is only one true person that's going to love you that hard and that deep in your life. And when you experience that, you know that for a fact. No matter who else you try to date, no matter who else you've met or encountered, no one takes that away. There's always just that one person that you're so attracted to. And you guys, you could have really forgiven this person for the third parties, for being non-committal, for putting their energy elsewhere is what I'm hearing. So, when this connection gets really deep between you two, all of a sudden you notice your masculine pulls back. They're spending more time with their friends or they're working more. They're doing things to distract them. And it really just comes down to the fact that they had a hard time accepting and believing that someone could love them so deeply. It was an insecurity within them. It was never about you guys. It was an insecurity within them that how could you, divine feminine, just love and love and love and give to this person no matter how many times they've lied to you or betrayed you or just held back from you. Because not for everyone did they lie and betray you, but you could have felt their energy was always not fully presentable for you. It's like they held themselves back in a way, and it was only in a fear of getting hurt. So when they were trying to date around or experiencing other energies, this person needed to do so as well. For a lot of you, it was just part of their life lessons to learn. If you two met at a younger age and you've had an ongoing connection, they had a hard time accepting and believing that they got so lucky to find that person they were supposed to spend the rest of their lives with. And now, like I said, for a lot of you, you've known this person 5 to 8 years. I'm hearing 3 to 8 years. So now they've really woken up to, okay, no, they were just lucky enough and you were lucky enough to meet each other. Because a lot of you, this is such a divinely led connection that spirit knows. This is so beautiful. For some reason, this is an overwhelming message coming through, you guys. Spirit knows you both had such a difficult life that you deserve to be blessed within each other's love. And so your person had a hard time accepting or understanding that. But what it comes down to is the more that they give this connection, the more they allow themselves to feel this unconditional love from you, the more they know that's where their heart is meant to be. So let's see if we have any more messages, you guys. 6 of Wands in reverse, they don't want to see you with anyone else. If they know that you've got other people interested in you, because of course you do, you're a divine feminine. You literally draw people to you naturally the same way that this masculine did. Now, when you met your masculine, they didn't realize, they could still not realize that they're a divine masculine, because not everyone moves in divine masculine or divine feminine energy. And when you do, you're naturally like the light of the room, right? Like everyone's drawn to you. You could be at a function, you could be at a job, you could be even with like family and friends or just in somewhere in the public. But people stare at you a lot. People stare at your masculine a lot. It's because of the aura and the energy that comes off you. It projects such an overwhelming sense of like openness, vulnerability, and not only that, but just confidence and an aura of such an amazing person. Now, your masculine mistook that as, you know, they were attractive, they were a bachelor, right? And meanwhile, it's because they were moving in divine masculine energy the entire time. Whereas you guys, upon your spiritual awakening, or even maybe beforehand, you knew that's why people were attracted to you, because you were such a genuine, authentic person. You spoke the truth. You allowed yourself to be open and vulnerable with others, even from the start. For a lot of you feminines too, you're the type of person that you don't judge a book by its cover, but it's when they show you how they treat you, that's when you act and move accordingly. And so a lot of people, even if they're strangers to you or new to your energy, you have such an open, loving, and giving heart that it really just like draws people in and throws them off. Because a lot of people aren't like that in the world. A lot of people project their fear and their hurts. And a lot of people have this tendency to be more self-focused. And I don't want to say selfish, but in a sense, like not realizing that they can be open and honest and loving and giving towards others. But you, divine feminine, you always move like that. That's what drew your masculine in as well. And that's what draws others into you constantly and into your masculine. But see, they realize now too, you have gone through this awakening where when they betrayed you or they chose not to commit to you and they chose to give you that space, you accepted whatever the universe wants to bless you with. You knew this was your person, but at the same time, you knew you couldn't sit around in heartbreak. You needed to move on with your life. You needed to trust in divine wanting to bring you that ultimate love that you deserve. And so as soon as you shift your mindset like that, you could be currently experiencing this too, you guys, right now. Your masculine felt that pullback from you, and they feel that others are coming towards you because you've opened yourself up to the universe and accepting. It's like whatever will be, will be. And so this is where it's actually drawing your person in like a magnet, because they do not want to see you with anyone else. They feel like you are home to them and they are your home. And a lot of you as well, this masculine really wants to be able to protect you, to provide for you and protect you. And if you're someone who is very independent, you don't need their support in any way, this draws them into you even more, because they just want to be able to give to you, especially when they feel like you don't need them. So you could be someone who's really successful, or you just have it all together. You know, you're working towards that success, those blessings, that abundance on your own. And your person's still working towards that as well. But whoever you're dealing with, they feel that masculinity role within them to want to be able to provide and protect. The 2 P's, that's what I'm hearing. Some of you, your person's name could begin with a P. Take it out, resonates. That won't be for everyone, but I'm hearing like Peter, Paul. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, look at that. So they know you've always been financially stable or abundant on your own. Now your person's actually going through a little bit of a mishap. They could have made a bad judgment in business. They could have started a job or made a partnership with someone. Wow, look at the P word. So partnership. Maybe they're having a failed partnership with someone in business. They're trying to sort out all their ducks in a row in order to come forward with this surprise engagement. For a lot of you, they've been saving for a minute because they feel like if they want to bring you this offer, it has to be one that you're going to accept, like without a doubt. Because your person feels like they will be crushed and like devastated if you deny this offer. So your person, they've been doing this for a long time, but they could really be trying to test the waters between you. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, your person in the past experienced some sort of job loss, or like I said, like a bad deal in business. Something they thought was going to bring in a lot of abundance, which actually did the opposite. It kind of held them back a bit. And so this may be something they haven't expressed with you. This could also be an energy you're picking up from your person, because you know when they withhold things from you, you feel that energy on them. So they could be kind of holding back right now, that they're experiencing some sort of financial change or huge mishap and recovering from it. I'm hearing the word recovering, but it's because your masculine only wants to impress you. They don't want to make you feel like they're not going to be able to support you in the long run. They don't want you to feel like they're always going to struggle or have a lack of better business judgment. Like if this person, you know, they could have invested in somewhere, a project, or they had someone who brought them a proposal for like something that was supposed to be a big launch, a big success. They could have the funds and really backed up this other person, only to realize that it actually has brought them some sort of stagnancy or money loss. And so if your person is experiencing this part specifically, they don't want to open up and tell you because they don't want you to feel like you won't trust their business judgments or sense their financial outlook in the future. They want you to know that whatever they just went through, it was a lesson learned for them as well. And for a lot of you, it's like they want to be able to come in and not only be able to put a ring on the finger, but they want to be able to secure the wedding, right? Pay for a wedding, pay for you two to live together or to have some sort of home together. And they don't want to come empty-handed. So if your person is recovering from a job loss or, like I said, a financial setback in any way, you're definitely picking up that energy. Don't feel like they're withholding truths from you. It's just because they really seem like they want to get their life together before they come forward, and then they're going to open up to you about whatever it is they've just experienced. I just keep hearing bad business deals. So for some of you, like they had extra funds, they could have been saving in the past, and so they decided to take a risk or like a gamble and put their money in somewhere to double it, to triple the investment, and it could have backfired on them. That won't be for everyone, but for some of you, your masculines is a very successful business owner, or they are a very successful person who likes to invest in other businesses. They don't just have one stream of income. Now, as well, your person could really be someone who has pulled back their energy because they are trying to focus on their career. But Divine's trying to show them this lesson as well, you guys. When you focus too much on one area of your life, you guys may have just recently experienced this too as Divine Feminines. It tends to go opposite as how you plan. It's all about balance in life, making sure you're giving to loving connections, making sure you're socializing, making sure you're balancing your home and work life. If you focus too much on career, Divine sees that as you not being materialistic, but being too focused on one area of your life and not spreading it, right? Not making sure everything's balanced. And so this is the lesson your person is currently experiencing. The more they try and invest on saving or building their savings or their coin, the more they're struggling because they need that love in their life. And you guys are that love. And maybe too, for a lot of you, when you felt this heartbreak from this person, you decided to focus on getting your finances up. And so you guys could have really learned this lesson already, or maybe possibly your spirit wants me to say, whoa, you're both going through it simultaneously at the same time. And this is creating a stagnancy in your connection because you both could be stressed about your next moves and not just, opening up and allowing yourselves to be that portal of communication and deep understanding. Now, for a lot of you too, you really actually bounce good energy off each other. So if you've been struggling with something or your person's been struggling with something, by allowing the lines of communication to open up and being truthful with what each other are going through, not only is it going to bring a huge stress off your back and your divine masculines, but your person's going to have ideas to help you, or vice versa. You're going to have ideas to help your person get through whatever they're going through. So just realize that sometimes, it's better to tell the truth than to hold all that back in fear of disappointing your person. And so this is, if you're not going through this, your person for sure is. But I feel like some of you are both going through this. You're both like, okay, that's your person. Things aren't working out, so you're just going to focus on your finances. And Spirit's saying, okay, no, balance. You're too focused on one area of your life, and within love is really where everything begins to flow naturally. Like this whole world revolves around love, not only loving yourself, but loving those around you. And when you move in love instead of negativity or stress or anything like that, ultimately that is what's going to bring in the most abundance for you and this person. And so just realize that whoever's going through this struggle, for some of you, you may be a cross watcher watching, so you may be the divine masculine tuned in right now. If you are, open up to your person, and vice versa. Same with you, divine feminine. If that's you, both of you have the answers to the questions you kind of seek the answer for. And that's because that's your other half of your heart. Wow, 10 of Cups in reverse. So look at that. Your person knows without you in their life, they're not going to have their wish fulfillment. They're not going to have that happy family life. They don't want to build a family with anyone else as well, in case you may have questioned their loyalty to you, divine feminine. They don't want to have kids with someone else. They don't want to be married to someone else. They don't want to live with someone else. They feel like they'll just keep going on their day-to-day routine of whatever they've been focused on if they can't have you. Oh, I just heard that Bee Gees song, If I Can't Have You. So check that out if you know it. But it's like, if I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. Huh? So if you know it, you know it. Definitely such a beautiful song. You and your person could love to dance together. Maybe that's something you guys did often. For others of you, your person just loves how connected you are to music, and you two could really feed off each other when it comes to music. Like if you hear a song, you think of your person, and vice versa. Whether you realize you have this effect on your person or not, there's certain lyrics that really speak to your divine masculine about you in this connection. And it's like every time they try to run away from you, they could hear a song or a lyric in specific that really reminds them of how they're meant to be with you. So look at that. Justice will not be served until the two of you figure out how to make this work. A lot of you are watching right now because this is what the happy ending is that you're looking for. Just the realization from your person that there's no one that replaces your energy. Now, a lot of you loves, they already knew this from the very moment that they met you. They knew that you were their wife. They knew that you were their person they were supposed to spend the rest of their lives with. But they had this fear of either, like I said, you were young when you met, or they were non-committal. They had a fear of being with just one person. And the more they try to run from this connection, the more injustice comes to your life or their life. And especially Spirit is saying like your person has just been having a streak of bad luck when they're not dealing with you. You could feel it too sometimes possibly, but specifically it's more your masculine. Just things don't go their way, or all these little like things that kind of just make them feel upset or set them back. They happen because they're not opening up and truly expressing the deep love that they have for you. See if we can get any final messages to close out this reading. Now, when it comes to this, woo, thank you, Spirit. Wow. These cards came out before, and look at, these cards came out in the other deck I pulled, the Strength and the Star. Can you believe that? Look at the stars right here. And the Strength, because I kept saying for some of you, you're dealing with a Leo. This person knows that you bring in the strength and the balance that they don't have. It's like your masculine and feminine energies balance each other out so beautifully. And notice too, I'm really getting a message from Spirit here. And I've never gotten this from this card, so this is really interesting. But this Lion here, it's like your masculine feels like they always have to be so strong in their world, and whatever they're going through, maybe for their family, for their friends, they could be really supportive of their family in some sense. But when it comes to this loving connection, it's like you heal them. You lift them up when they feel like they have to do that for everyone else. But with lions as well, they're very protective. So your masculine is very protective over you. Sometimes it could be portrayed as jealousy. Maybe in the past, this has been a misunderstanding or miscommunication between you guys. Like if you've ever spoken about another masculine being interested in you or anything, this person's whole demeanor could change. That's because they don't want to hear it. Like they literally are like, there's no one else for you but them. And they feel like you just have such a beautiful, soft femininity about you. You bring out this inner peace within them they didn't even know existed. This person has such a deep love for you. You could be someone who has pink hair, red hair, or you could just have long hair or even bangs as well. This is a message Spirit wants me to deliver. If that resonates for you, this is definitely your message. You could be someone who heals with crystals. You could really have a connection to crystals in a sense. And for others of you, it's like this person views you just as the star, as like the brightest star in their world. So I believe it's the North Star. That's the brightest star we see in the sky. This is how your person feels. Oh, wow. I've never heard this quote. This spirit is so interesting sometimes. Just came through and said this. So of all the stars in the sky, it's like they don't see anyone but you. In case you've ever questioned their loyalty or their ability to want to commit to you, it may have been through trial and error, but they know that you will always be the brightest light in their life. The one person that loves them more deeply than anyone else could ever imagine. And I just keep being drawn back to this picture. You two could really come from opposite worlds. Notice how it's a unicorn and a lion. One, so free and open-minded and creative, and one feeling they have to be so protective, so dominating, and especially so masculine. So your person really comes from a world where they felt like they always had to provide for those around them. They could have grown up with a single parent, like a single mom, or just even family that really disconnected. And so however that resonates, they always felt like they had to be the strength in their family and even with their friends around them. And then when it comes to you, it's like you really bring out this like more loving, open, emotional side of them that they could have often tried to suppress. But they just want to be able to protect you. And notice how these two are just staring each other's eyes. It's like they don't have eyes for anyone else. So Spirit wants me to say that. The connection you two share is just like tunnel vision on each other. So that's really beautiful. This person wants to bring in this commitment. They want to take a burden off your back too. So for some of you, possibly saying, listen, I want to move in together. I want to provide for you in this family. They know you don't need it for a lot of you, but they want to be able to do that. They want to take some sort of load or burden off your back, and they feel like it's a weight that they should be carrying for you because they feel like you do that for them in other ways. You allow them to be emotionally vulnerable with them. You allow them to be their authentic self. And most importantly, if your person is someone who is emotional or who suppresses a lot of emotions, they know with you, their heart is in a safe space. Like they can be their authentic self. Maybe your person's a little bit nerdy, or for others of you, like I said, they're just used to playing this really masculine, dominant role in their world. And then when it comes to you, you bring out this like softer side of them that they didn't even know existed until they met you. And they love that part of them the deepest because it's only a side they express with you. That's beautiful, you guys. So Two of Pentacles, your person could want to take you some sort on a trip overseas. For others of you, it's just they want to take you somewhere tropical. I'm feeling like they could want to take you on a boat cruise, but that won't resonate for everyone. But if you guys are a bit older, maybe 40 to 60 years old, they want to take you on some sort of boat cruise or something that you've never done together. And that's where they want to make this proposal. Now, this is a very specific message only for a few of you, but for those of you that have been married in the past and your relationship didn't work out, it was because this was your true person. And so you both are just at a point where possibly too you had talked about engagement but never took that jump. It's because they wanted to make sure it was right, especially if you both have been engaged or married before, previously. But this person knows that their heart belongs with you. And like I said, that message won't resonate for everyone, but I'm really picking up two storylines here. Really beautiful, you guys. So any final messages from your person, and this reading is going to be closed out. I just want to say, I feel like this person is going to open up to you in a way they never have before. The Great Severing. So they're letting go of any karmic relationships or attachments. Anyone that could block your connection from moving forward, they're letting go of. says anger, conflict, softening to love. So you're masculine as well. When you're with them, you give them this ability to really heal their heart and connect with their softer side, their more feminine side in a sense. And they love that part about you, that you allow them to be who they truly want to be, but have a fear of expressing to the rest of the world. Cracked open, this is it. So Divine wants you both just to surrender to this deep love and this deep understanding. For a lot of you, this is going to be your confirmation. You've already known from when you've met them, or maybe even more recently had this realization that no matter what the fights or difficult struggles you've been through in the past with this person, you want to make it work with them, and there's no one else you'd be willing to put your heart out for as much as you are with them. And this is your confirmation from Spirit, because all relationships take work. All relationships go through struggles, right? But when you find that person that it's like you can't let go of their love no matter how hard you've tried or no matter what you've been through together, that's because there's a reason. The two of you are meant to be in each other's lives. And some people don't get lucky enough to experience that right away. So if you and your person, like I said, found you met each other from a young age and your person had a fear of commitment because of that, because of wanting to be single, because of wanting to date around, they realize quickly that it is within this connection that truly allows them to be the happiest. Beautiful. Power places, trust where you're being led. So you and your masculine both being asked right now to trust where Spirit is trying to guide you. Because for a lot of you, it's to this new world that the two of you are really going to create success together. And not only that, live in your best authentic selves. So final message from this person. We'll see if any jump out. And that is it. That is all. Thank you so much for tuning in. At the bottom of the deck, it says fire sign male. And I kept picking up fire sign. So for some of you, wow, I still remember everything about the day we met. So the day you two met could be of significance. For some of you, this person said they knew from when they met you that you two were meant to be together. You could have kind of brushed it off, or their actions could have proved differently. But the fact of the matter is they know that you're where their heart belongs. Now, with I cried about us, wow, you guys, is definitely a fire sign male for some of you. This just came out again. Stalking you. So they're keeping tabs on you. They know if you have any other love interest, they are like, that is not happening. Something keeps pulling me back. So for some of you, this person is a fire sign male. They're watching you right now, this masculine, because no matter how hard they try to run from this connection, you pull them back in. Something about the way that you made them feel, or the way that you make them feel like they can be their most authentic self. And it's like they've always had to wear a mask with other people. Wow, so interesting, because masculine, they've always had to be overly masculine. They've always had to be the tough guy, not show the vulnerable side to them or the depths of how deep their emotions go. But when it comes to you, you make them melt like butter, like you're all they need. And so this person really is going to surprise you when they come in with this. For others of you, it could definitely just be a trip proposal, something to do with taking your relationship to the next step. If you guys are like super long distance, they're definitely going to surprise you with an engagement. If you're like overseas or a different country, this person just wants to make sure that you both are on the same page because they have this giant fear of rejection. But for a lot of you, like they know if you guys are going to make it work, like one of you is going to have to move to be with the other, they're willing to do that. And so that won't resonate with everyone. But for some of you, I'm hearing like your person could be in Europe or the UK, and you could be in North America. You could be in the United States or Canada. Or for others of you, you could be somewhere tropical and your person lives somewhere completely on the other end of the world. I definitely keep hearing Europe. So for some of you, you could be in France, or, you know, you could be in Italy. For others of you, this person wants to take you to one of those places to engage to you. Ooh. So this person's really trying to make sure that they have everything in order. And, you know, when they make this offer to you, that you are going to accept without a doubt, because your person truly, I just get this energy that if you reject them, it's going to make their whole world crumble. And, you know, my voice just almost cut out as I said that. And so that's really what it comes down to. This person, your divine masculine, you guys, needs to make sure you forgive them for the past. And most importantly, if they showed any commitment issues or non-commitment to you, that you understand that that's not where they want to be. They want to be connected to you, and not only for the short term, but for the long haul. I'm hearing for the long haul, baby. So I don't know how that resonates, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this could bring you some much needed clarity tonight. This live went a little bit longer, but your person had a lot to express to you guys. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope this could bring some much needed peace and clarity. And just know that this is a never-ending journey. But what it comes down to is trusting when you find that person, you don't let go of them. You make it work with them. And that's the lesson that your masculine had to learn.